It's a 1968 Snapper Comet 30. And the Comet 30, that just means it's a 30-inch. You can spray starter fluid in there, which is this stuff right here, and it will run. So, and plus I've got to get a new breather filter. The one that was in here, it fell into 1,000 pieces. It's so dry rotted because this thing's been sitting in the barn for 50 years. It's a 1968, but it's been sitting in the barn since 1973 and never been used since 73. So it fell into 1,000,000 pieces. So I got to get another breather filter. And then you got screws. You take the needle and the jet out, and I'll show y'all later what I'm doing. But over here, let me show you. It's easy to work on. There's the 2 little screws that was holding it on there. I put the screws back in the hole so I will not lose them. So it will run if I spray stuff in there. I've got the hose down into the gas can. And I've done rinsed this gas can out once, this gas tank. It's pretty clean. A little bit of dirt came out of it. So this filter is not even stopped up. The original filter is not even stopped up. See this right here? Is your choke. And the top, which goes behind this cable, is your throttle. And it hooks right back to the carburetor. Easy peasy. So easy a caveman can do it. All right, well, we'll get back with the update later when I take it apart and clean it and see if it'll work. So this is just a little update on my 1968 Snapper Comet 30. And if I take it apart and clean it, I will go to Lowe's or Home Depot here in a minute, and I will buy some carburetor cleaner, and I will take this completely apart and soak it inside of a little metal can or something, a container, overnight. All that crud right there, I will just spray it with carburetor cleaner and wipe it off before I put it all into a metal container and pour parts cleaner in a metal container and soak the entire carburetor once I take it apart. Jet, needle, the jets, the valve and all. Needle valve and all. Easy peasy. So easy, okay? Or if it doesn't work, then I will go to Amazon and I can buy this aftermarket carburetor for $28. You get a fuel line, fuel filter and everything. So easy to work on. So it will run. All right, update on my lawnmower. I've already got grease on my hands, so. Okay, I'm not going to rebuild the old carburetor. Remember in another video, I think I showed where I took it off earlier. In the video, I showed where I took it off. I ordered a new carburetor from Amazon. Free shipping if you're a member. Membership's what, $15 a month, and you get movies and all this and that, whatever. But I get the free membership because you don't have to pay any shipping on the parts, on most of the parts when you order stuff from Amazon. So it was free shipping. I got this brand new carburetor. Of course, it's made in China, but it'll work. That's all that matters. I've already ordered one. As a matter of fact, the old carburetor on this model right here, 2003 Snapper, I put that engine on it. That's the exact same engine that came on this lawnmower, that 12 horsepower. The dude, when I bought it for $100, gave me that engine put on there. It was pretty much a new engine. I installed that, but the old carburetor was gunked up, so I bought a new carburetor for $15 and put it on there. It was from China, and it works perfectly. So we're talking about my 1968 Snapper. We got a carburetor, and it's easy to install. All you have is see those 2 bolt holes right here? You got 2 bolts that holds it onto the engine. Then you've got 2 little valves over here. This is your throttle, and let me make sure I'm right. No, that's the choke. This top one right here is your choke. Watch this. See it open and close down there? That's your choke. That's your top. So you got one little metal linkage, little bitty wire, metal wire, and you got another little metal wire that goes to this one. This is your throttle on your carburetor. That's your throttle. So you got 2 little metal wires to disconnect and 2 bolts. You take your air filter off, which is that little white box over there. You take that off the top of your old carburetor. You got 2 little screws, easy peasy. It mounts right there. And we're fixing to install this. But I got this for $28 with tax. It was $30. It came with a new carburetor, clamps for the fuel line. It came with a spark plug, which it didn't say it included a spark plug. So I guess that was a freebie. It's the wrong one anyway. It takes a spark plug like this one. So I got the free clamps, the carburetor, fuel filter. It came with a new fuel line and a shutoff valve. And of course the gasket that goes right here when it mounts on the engine. Easy peasy. So I got all these parts for $30, tax and all. So hope that helps somebody. Let's get the new carburetor on here. And I cleaned the old fuel tank twice, drained it with gas, cleaned it, put gas in it, drained it out. Let's get this new carburetor on here and see if she'll run. Okay, you take it, if you take this cover off, there's only 4 screws that's holding this cover on top of the engine. 4 little screws, 2 on the front, and you got 2 on the back. If you take the cover off, it makes it easier to get to the carburetor. And one thing I like to point out, I took this, y'all saw my other video, if y'all watched my other video, I had to replace the coil. And the coil that I ordered from Amazon for $15, it said it's for a 6 to 8 horsepower engine, which this is a 6 horsepower engine, you know, a Snapper. The bolts will not line up. So what I did is I put one bolt in there and tightened it really tight, left this bolt out. It does not match the hole. See the hole down there? I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit too far to the right. All you do is gap this coil, the end of the coil, a credit card thickness, slip a credit card in there, or a bank card, thickness from your flywheel. Pretty much. That's where you want it. Just tighten it up where it needs to be, and it will run. As a matter of fact, I need to back this side off a little right here. See it? It's a little bit closer than I want it. Now the left side's correct. So about a credit card thickness, and that's all you want it. And it will run that way. All right. Let me throw all this carburetor back on here and we'll see if she'll run. One thing I've got to mention. Over here on the side, right below your flywheel where the carburetor goes, on the left side of the carburetor, that's a vacuum hose. See this right here? That's just a little vacuum hose. Okay? It mounts right here. It mounts, see that little hole right here? Let me put this down, I'll show you. Let's do it this way. Here's a bowl, fuel bowl. It slides right on here. Just slides on there. And do not forget to put, it came with 2 gaskets, my engine. So I guess with the new filter, make sure to put your gasket back on here before you mount it to your engine. She's burning like a kitten. Got to run good. Good. It's been 50 years. She's running good. There. Move and idle. That's idle speed. 1968. I got her running. 1968 Snapper Comet 30. I bought a new carburetor and put on it. Amazon, 28 bucks. Fuel lines, carburetor, clamps, fuel filter, shut-off valve. She runs good. There you have it. There you have it, my friends. I just drove her all the way down that road across the street. 1968, I put that new carburetor on there. That baby's a purring like I can. She's a little bit louder than the other lawnmowers. It's got that, muffler on there. Let's cut her off. See, she cut off, I cut it off. Yep. It's got stop, slow, and fast at the bottom, and then on the very bottom you got choke. It's hot out here. I got to go inside to get something to drink. Will it run my 1968 Snapper? Manufactured, what was it, November the 1st, 1968. Original engine, original seat, she will run. I just drove it all the way across the road. I'm sure the neighbors don't like it because it's got that old-timey hot dog looking muffler on it. It's loud. She runs. The old carburetor and everything is over here. That's the old carburetor. Got a little gas still left in her. That's the old one. Put that new carburetor in there and now she runs. Man, got gas on me. Oh well. Please like, comment, subscribe as always. Be happy, positive, and focused. Leave those comments down below. My 1968 Snapper runs. I drove it. It flies in 5th gear. I love everybody. Thanks for watching my videos. Let me get us away from the sun. I'm sorry. You never point a camera into the sun or your phone. Leave those comments down below. Right here on the Big O Show. I love everyone. If this is the first time watching, please subscribe. I will see you all on down the road. Maybe on my 1968 Snapper. Right here on the Big O Show.